YouTube. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? It's been a minute, something like what, 2 weeks? Apologies are in order. I apologize. Life gets in the way, as we know, but hey, we back, and I will guarantee this weekend I'm gonna put out that gameplay. I'll put out the Foot Champs Finals gameplay for y'all for sure. I'm gonna make it up to y'all, okay? But today, what do we got? We have the FC26 Ultimate Team official deep dive video. We're gonna review that. Then we're gonna look at the pitch notes and see what they're talking about. See what EA is talking about with the Ultimate Team. Okay, let's go. Let's get it popping. Let's see what's up.
Here's what's new in Football Ultimate Team for FC26. An exciting expansion of FUT's competitive structure with live events, including gauntlets and the return of tournaments, introducing more ways to compete and earn rewards. A revamp of Rivals and Champs, including the removal of qualifiers and the addition of a second tier of Weekend League. Huge improvements to disconnects on draws, plus repeatable evos, and an overhauled gameplay experience powered by community feedback and tuned specifically for Ultimate Team. Let's kick.
Okay. I mean, hey, they got a lot to talk about. They got a lot to say. I am hoping for the best. All right, I'm hoping for the best. But from these new tournaments and new game modes, that looks good. I can't deny that. Let's see what they're talking about.
Kick off with live events, a new home for a variety of competitions, starting with the return of tournaments. Backed by popular demand, tournaments are high-stakes knockout football at its best, with winners advancing and losers getting sent back to the lobby. Tournament matchmaking ensures you'll always face an opponent in the same round as you, guaranteeing intense matchups every step of the way. You'll compete for.
Okay, so we see that. That's good. I like that. We don't want to have like a uneven or unequal matchmaking or somebody in the first round facing somebody in the final. So that's good. It's well thought out. I appreciate it.
For unique tournament-specific rewards and have regular opportunities to experience the intensity and glory of knockout football throughout the season. Gauntlets are a new live event designed to test your club depth, making every one of your players more important and challenging your ability to compete with different squads. Each gauntlet consists of a set number of matches. But here's the catch. You must use a completely new squad every single match. Unlike tournaments, you won't get knocked out when you lose, but the more wins you get, the better your rewards will be. Live events.
Okay, I can appreciate that, right? Like they're basically incentivizing us and the player base to use new teams, use new players. I can't hate on that. That's good. That's good. Hopefully they can give us a good amount of rewards, right? Like, so here they're saying that you get a rare mega pack for completing 4 objectives. If that is something that they were saying, like with the gauntlet, that even if you lose, you're not going to miss out on potential rewards or potential upgrades or something like that. That's cool. That's really cool, man. That's you can still earn and advance your team. Obviously, we have different levels of skill throughout the player base, right? So casual players can still continue to play the game. I think that's really good. I think that's really good because these past few years, it's been very tailored towards hardcore, and I can appreciate that because that's my type of gameplay, right? But in order for the game to not get stale so quickly, this was a good addition in my opinion. This is nice.
Events are also replacing and reinventing friendlies. Live events, including gauntlets and tournaments, can have squad requirements, house rules, and newly added entry requirements, allowing you to qualify for events by completing objectives, such as winning a qualifier tournament. We've also made big changes to Rivals and Champs based on your feedback. Bounties are the first huge addition to Rivals. One-game objectives that pop up every few matches and give you a chance at immediate rewards.
Okay, that's really cool. Let me look at this again because this was dope. So this is the bounties and the duel. Score first to take the bounty and earn a premium gold pack. Dude, I like that. I like that a lot, man. Like this, just to have something in order to do it. It can, I don't know, like give another level to the competition or incentive to play the next match, right? Like it's depending. I'm sure these bounties aren't really going to be that crazy. I mean, hopefully, if EA does this correctly, the bounties will become bigger and better the higher you go. So if that's the case, awesome stuff. If it's not, and we still stay with the premium gold pack in the elite division, I mean, that doesn't really make any sense. But this is a great addition. I like this.
Game objectives that pop up every few matches and give you a chance at immediate rewards. Complete the challenge and you'll earn weekly reward points, accelerated progress, season pass points, or even packs. Bounties won't always be about the win, with challenges like score the first goal giving you a chance to earn rewards regardless of the match result. Checkpoints have also been improved to help players who felt stuck in difficult divisions, with the addition of limited checkpoints, which allow relegation after a set number of losses. We heard your feedback.
Okay, that's a little weird. I don't know. We'll go over this in the pitch notes after this, but it just looked. Or is this going to be something where we can use them at our discretion, where it's maybe you don't want to get relegated and you just put the checkpoint down there? Because it looks like there's a little counter here, so I'm assuming that that's a situation where if you want to just save yourself and you kind of feel like you're going to lose the game, put a checkpoint down so you don't get relegated. That's nice. I mean, I don't mind that.
Which allow relegation after a set number of losses. We heard your feedback, and Champions playoffs are no more. In FC26, you'll qualify for Champions directly by reaching a high enough division and earning Champions qualification points. And for those lower division players, we're introducing Challenges, a second tier of Champions that allows people of different skill levels to experience the thrill of Weekend League. But don't worry, Champions will still be the pinnacle, with stiffer competition and better rewards. We're building on our improvements in FC25 regarding disconnect.
Okay, this right here is what, oh my goodness. This disconnect improvement. Oh, please, EA Sports, tell me you're doing the right thing. Oh, please tell me you're doing the right thing, man, please.
We know your stance and we agree. Players shouldn't be able to take wins away from you by quitting early. We also know when these quits typically happen and when they're the most frustrating. Late in a game, after a red card, or before a penalty.
Okay, and at the beginning of the match, EA Sports, please, people just leave the matches at the beginning. Don't tell me somebody's going to leave the match and I'm not going to get the win. It doesn't matter. If the person disconnects, no matter what the situation is, the opponent of the person who disconnects needs to get the win. They need to get the win. This is ridiculous. This has been happening for decades. I've never seen this changed since I started playing FIFA as a kid. Well, 2013 when I started playing it for real, though. But come on now.
FC26, if the score is tied and your opponent disconnects in any of these situations, not just by the menu, but by any method, you will receive the win.
Okay, they said by any method. I don't know if they said by any method or any time, but it should be any method, any time. Come on, EA, please.
Solutions are changing based on your feedback as well. In FC26, some evos will be repeatable, similar to how it works with SBCs and objectives. Cosmetic evos will now also stack, and you'll be able to maintain the look of some evos so you can still boost the player's ratings without losing existing visuals. The Ultimate Edition comes with one extra evo slot, meaning you'll be able to evo 2 players at once from the very beginning of the year. We know these details matter, and each will make the Ultimate Team experience better.
Hey,
but the most fundamental change, and the one you've been the most vocal about, is gameplay. Ultimate Team now has its very own gameplay experience called competitive gameplay. It's tuned to maximize 3 things: responsiveness, consistency, and control. And it's designed to deliver the fast, dynamic, and attacking football you've been asking for.
Okay, listen, the gameplay, this I'm not even worried about because the gameplay will be what it is. You know what I mean? Like EA Sports, they're going to do what they want to do. But that disconnect is huge. I really need to see that disconnect improvement implemented into this game.
We mentioned quicker passing, more fluid dribbling, fewer AI blocks and tackles, fewer bounce backs, and more responsive animations in our gameplay deep dive. But there are even more ways competitive gameplay is tuned for player control and responsiveness. You'll see fewer goals from keeper rebounds. Although this happens in real life, we know it's a frustrating way to concede, and it feels out of your control. That's the exact feeling competitive gameplay is aimed at addressing. Player stamina is also being treated differently. As your players tire, they'll remain just as explosive and agile, but only when you're controlling them, to reward active defending and player switching.
Okay, that is fantastic. That is fantastic because that is going to separate the different brackets of skill, right? So if people who just want to control one center mid or center defensive mid or whatever and not switch the players to defend, need to be penalized, bro. Like that cannot be a way to win where you just put the controller down or you're just controlling one player and you're somehow defending properly. Like this is amazing. If this is actually implemented the proper way, this could be a big deal.
One-touch passes are also more responsive. Now, passes can sometimes be triggered in as little as one frame before receiving the ball, making your players more reactive to split-second decisions you make. Each of these changes makes the game feel more responsive and encourages you to be in control, which is the feeling we want you to have when you play Ultimate Team this year. Ultimate Team is about you, the players you love, your tactics, your favorite modes, the choices you make as you play. And we hope that by expanding FUT's competitive structure with more ways to compete, improving core parts of the FUT experience, and introducing competitive gameplay, that you'll feel in control, on and off the pitch. Look out for more FUT info in the pitch notes right after this and on our social channels. Pre-order the FC26 Ultimate Edition now to get an icon today in FC25, plus a debut icon in FC26 at launch, up to 6,000 FC points, an extra Evo slot, and more.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I like what I'm seeing there. So let's go over to the pitch notes now. So we got the Ultimate Team or FUT deep dive. Okay, let's see, because I want to know a little bit more about that disconnect stuff, because that's huge. So we got a table of contents, live events, entry requirements. Not really looking so much at that, but tournaments and gauntlet I'll probably look at. Rivals revamp. Okay, we got like 3 things, and I don't see that disconnect thing here. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's first go to tournaments. So tournaments are back. Tournaments bring back a classic knockout format with new structures and a flexible schedule designed to appear at key moments rather than run every week or stay evergreen like Rivals or Champs. Full details on timing and rewards will be shared in the launch update pitch notes. Tournaments may include specific entry requirements, so objective progress, division rank, etc. Entry limits with refreshes. Each tournament begins its own rewards. Or it not begins, brings. Each tournament brings its own rewards with different squad rules and setups across the season to keep things fresh. Okay. I can appreciate that. That's dope. That is dope. Gauntlets are a new way to test your club depth and your ability across multiple matches. Each gauntlet consists of up to 5 matches. However, instead of using the same squad each match, you'll need to use a different or a completely different squad for each match, including the entire subs bench. Okay. I like that. That's good. At launch, we'll kick things off with Ultimate Gauntlet, featuring 3 rounds requiring 3 unique squads and running every 2 weeks to start. That is just the beginning, with more details to come in our launch date. Okay. Unlike tournaments, there's no elimination here. You can keep playing through the full gauntlet regardless of results, but the more you win, the better the rewards. I like this. Honestly, this is fantastic. That's a great addition. It's a format where squad building choices matter just as much as what happens on the pitch. Very good. Very, very good. Pro live events, we're not really going to be worried about that. Rivals revamp. Okay, let's see this one. Our focus is in FC26 is bringing more fan-requested changes to Football Ultimate Team as we listen to your feedback on Rivals. 3 key themes emerged. In Football Ultimate Team, it feels like there are too many matches to play, especially if you're aiming for top-ranked rewards. Once you've climbed the divisions and are consistently matched up against similarly skilled players, the motivation to keep playing can taper off. That's fair. And hitting a good run of form can leave you stranded in a higher division that you may not belong to, creating huge losing streaks as you wait for the season to refresh. I don't get this. This doesn't really make any sense. If you're on a great run of form, I mean, clearly you understand the game, so I don't know. That doesn't really make any sense. So we'll give more details. Cool. Bounties. Okay, this is what I wanted to know about a little bit. Bounties are randomly triggered challenges, which is what I thought, that apply to your next Rivals match. Complete one, and you'll earn rewards immediately, ranging from Rivals points, champions, qualification points, coins, packs, season XP, to even Rival stage skips. Okay, what is this? Because this Rival stage skips allowing you to progress up the ladder faster. So is this like a, because we know we have that multiplier. We've had that multiplier for a long time, but I guess this is like a even bigger skip or something. I don't know, maybe. So some of the examples: score first goal, score the last goal, win by 2, keep a clean sheet. That's cool. Okay, duels are special bounties that attempt to match you with the opponents on the same challenge. Okay, yeah, score the first goal. That's cool. Limited checkpoints. This was okay. I wanted to know about this. Limited checkpoints are a new form of breakable checkpoints that tracks losses and enables relegation once broken. What does that even mean? You'll see how many losses remain when selecting the limited checkpoint, and the number of losses before it breaks can be different between each checkpoint. Oh, okay. So once you get to that checkpoint, it'll give you only like 2 tries. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so it's not like a static checkpoint; it's like a dynamic checkpoint. Okay, that's okay. It's it makes sense. You should be getting better as you go further. So fair enough. These checkpoints are intended to help prevent players from getting stuck outside of their skill equilibrium for long periods of time, and will reset at the beginning of each rival season. Okay, yeah. So that's what they were saying. Like the checkpoint isn't static. That's fair. So champions and challengers. At times, qualifying for champions through playoffs was a tougher competition than champions itself. While probably like a few years ago when it was different setup. Most skilled players, there was an extra skill check. Yeah. In response to feedback around the number of required matches, playoffs have been removed. Okay, that's fair. Instead, you'll qualify directly from champions by reaching a specific rivals division and collecting champions qualification points. Okay. We'll have more details in the pitch notes. Okay, cool. Challengers. All right, Challengers, I'm not interested in. I'm probably not going to be at Challengers, bro. Competitive gameplay, we already know. Updated match outcome in Football Ultimate Team. What does this mean? Disconnects. Here we go. Okay. This is what I was looking for. So in FC25, we released a post-launch update to match outcomes in foot, focused on player frustration about or around not receiving a win when an opponent quits a Football Ultimate Team match when it's a draw. Absolutely. So this is what I wanted to know. So in FC26, we are taking another step forward here, adding disconnects, including dashboard quits, to the previously enabled quits. Okay, I don't understand what that means, but okay, maybe they'll go into depth. What this means is that when certain conditions are met, you see, I don't like this. This is what I don't like. Certain conditions. What are you talking about, bro? If they leave, give me the win. Now, I'm not saying that hackers are going to dashboard you, but man, if the person is leaving, they need to give the win to the player that's there. Like, when playing live events, rivals, and champions, you would receive a win when your opponent either quits or disconnects from the match when the scoreline is a draw. Okay, hopefully, listen, I want to see this. If it's the beginning of the match and the match hasn't even kicked off and they quit the game, I need to receive that win, man. That's a forfeit. So hopefully that's the reality. So we are still finalizing what those conditions will be, but similar to how this worked in FC25, there will be a limit on the number of times a player is able to receive a win from this each day. I don't like the sound of that, but okay, as well as a set of conditions within the match itself that would need to be met. We will communicate the specifics around those conditions closer to the launch in the launch update pitch notes. Not a fan of this, okay? Not a fan of this, man. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't know about these, like, parameters or conditions that need to be met. Please, EA Sports, if this person quits the game, if they quit the game, I don't give a damn what the conditions are under which they quit. Give me the win. They quit. They forfeited. Jesus. My goodness. As we discussed last year, this is a complex space. When we change how players get wins, draws, or losses, exploits may occur, so we must be careful about how we make these changes. What is listed here may also change based on whether our analysis and or observations indicate that these changes are negatively impacting the player experience. Well, I'm not. My hopes are in the toilet. My hopes are in the they are in the toilet. They're in the toilet. I don't think this is going to be what I thought it was. What a damn shame. They're going to ruin it. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Apart from that, I think that's pretty much it, guys. Like, ultimately, how am I feeling? I don't know, man. Like, obviously, morale is low as hell from this last year of FIFA when FC25. But listen, I mean, I'm going to keep my hopes up. I'm going to keep my spirits up. I'm going to try to stay as happy and hopeful and joyful as possible. But my goodness, what I'm seeing here, not the biggest fan. Not the biggest fan. But hey, I told y'all I will give y'all the Foot Champs gameplay for Footies Team 5 this weekend. I'm gonna finish the weekend. I'm gonna finish the champions matches. Upload that gameplay for y'all. Y'all can expect that probably on Sunday for sure. Until then, I'm going to holla at y'all. Onward and upward at FC26, y'all. Keep them spirits high, please.